Flirting. It's one of those things we all think about, but rarely discuss in depth. Somehow, just the mention of it can make us instantly self-conscious, remembering all the times our heart pounded like crazy and our mind went blank because the very person we wanted to impress was standing right there making casual small talk. Today, let's break down the art of flirting, those subtle, almost magical moves that spark a connection without feeling forced, awkward, or downright cringy. Many of us have experienced the classic stumbling and fumbling. Our cheeks get warm, we laugh a little too hard, or we toss out some line that sounds straight out of a cheesy rom-com. It's not exactly how we imagined coming across, right? That's the problem with flirting. We assume it demands this perfect approach, which only adds pressure. But real flirting should be fun and feel like a natural extension of our genuine personalities, just turned up a little too slightly. It's all about confident playfulness and genuine curiosity. With that in mind, I'm going to share 5 easy steps that can be molded to fit any style, whether you're shy, outgoing, or somewhere in the middle. Let's dive in. 1. Master the power of eye contact. Eye contact is your best friend when it comes to flirting. Think of it as the first layer of connection, a silent but powerful way of saying, I see you and I'm intrigued. Sometimes just locking eyes for just a bit longer than usual can communicate more than words ever could. When the person you're into meets your gaze and you let a slight confident smile curl up at the corners of your mouth, you're telling them, hey, I'm right here and I'm genuinely interested in getting to know you. That subtle exchange can be electric, but you want to keep it cool, right? Staring like you're in a staring contest can feel weird. Nobody likes being intensely gawked at. Instead, find a rhythm. Hold the eye contact for a moment or two, soften into a smile, then look away. If you catch their eye again, do the same thing, perhaps letting the smile linger a bit longer this time. This creates a fun, silent back and forth that says, we're noticing each other and there's a vibe here. I once tried this with someone I was sure was out of my league. After 2 or 3 comfortable glances, I gathered enough courage to go over and say hi. That first step turned into a great conversation and a couple of dates. True story, by the way. 2. Get fluent in body language. Eye contact is only one piece of the puzzle. Body language, how you stand, move, and gesture, can make or break the moment without a single word being spoken. If your posture is closed off, think like closed arms, turned away torso, you might accidentally give them the impression that you're not interested. But if you keep an open posture, like facing them, relaxing your shoulders, and occasionally leaning in, you invite them to come closer as well, both physically and emotionally. Mirroring is another subtle trick. If they lean on the table, you lean too. If they pick up their drink, maybe you do the same a moment later. It's like a quiet dance that shows you're in tune with each other's vibe. And of course, there's the classic light touch move. A quick, gentle touch on the arm while you laugh at their joke can send a warm jolt of energy throughout both of you guys' body. Just read the room. If it seems like they're not comfortable with touch, don't push it. Overall, the best body language tip is to relax. If you're tense, they'll sense it, and it can shift the energy from playful to uptight. Shake out your shoulders, take a calm breath, and let things flow. 3. Subtle compliments that hit home. People love to be seen and acknowledged for who they are, not just how they look. Generic compliments like, you're cute, or you're pretty might feel nice, but they won't stand out in a crowd of similar remarks. Instead, dive into specific compliments that show you actually paid attention. Maybe they have a unique accessory or hairstyle they're rocking that night, so mention it. Your earrings are so cool, they totally match your vibe. Or spotlight something about their character. Perhaps they handled a tricky situation at work with grace, or they made everyone laugh at dinner. Saying, "I love how you always find the humor in tough situations." That type of comment, it goes a long way. When you take the time to notice details that others might miss, your compliment becomes meaningful. It says, "I appreciate you beyond the surface," and that can create a deeper, more genuine connection. 4. Timing is everything. Next up, timing. You don't want to unleash all your flirting powers in one intense burst, overwhelming the other person with a barrage of compliments, jokes, and just playful touches. Flirting should feel like a fluid dance rather than a race. Offer a compliment or share a funny anecdote, then pause and see how they respond. If they lean in and get playful back, you can dial it up a bit. If they seem more reserved, you may want to back off slightly or change the subject to something more comfortable. Also, keep an eye out for clues that they're enjoying the moment as well. Like, are they smiling? Do they have relaxed posture? And are they reciprocating the conversations? These are all positive signs. If they're giving short answers, checking their phone, or looking around, the timing might be off. The key is to read their reactions and adapt in that moment. And remember, sometimes leaving the conversation on a high note can be the most effective move. A warm, genuine goodbye with a friendly "let's catch up soon" can leave them wanting more, setting the stage for an even better follow-up interaction. Confidence, not cockiness. Confidence is like the secret sauce that makes every flirting technique come alive. It can transform an otherwise ordinary "hey, how's it going?" question into something that feels genuine and magnetic. However, there's a razor-thin line between projecting confidence and slipping into cockiness. True confidence comes from a place of self-assurance and genuine warmth. You're proud of who you are, but also curious about the person you're talking to. Cockiness, on the other hand, tends to shut down the conversation. It sounds like bragging, name-dropping, or trying to one-up every story the other person shares. Flirting should feel like a balanced exchange. You're revealing parts of yourself while showing real interest in them. Sometimes, even admitting you're a bit nervous can be endearing. It shows you're human and open, rather than pretending you've got it all figured out. That authenticity often draws people in more than any smooth pickup line ever could. When it comes down to it, flirting is meant to be enjoyable, a playful way of letting someone see your true colors while learning about theirs. If you're an introvert, you might stick to gentle humor, thoughtful compliments, and relaxed eye contact. If you're more extroverted, let your animated expressions and upbeat energy shine. There's no one-size-fits-all formula because everyone's flair is unique. These tips are meant to guide you, not box you in. Ultimately, flirting isn't about tricking someone into liking you. It's about celebrating connection and creating a spark. So next time you lock eyes with someone across the room or start a conversation online, try sprinkling in these strategies. Practice makes perfect as well, and every exchange is a new chance to refine your flirting style. Who knows, the next glance, the next smile, or the next conversation might just lead you to that special part you've been hoping to find.